Hello and welcome to the Target Podcast, powered by Hollywood Bets. I'm your host, Deshaj, and with me in studio today is European football analyst Nigel Naicker.
Great to be here, Desh.
Nige, all eyes is going to be on the UEFA Champions League final this Saturday between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, the biggest club competition in the world. I think we're all looking forward to it. It's going to be a titanic clash.
Yeah, the fixture is set to take place at Wembley, where two British stars will collide. Of course, I'm talking about Jude Bellingham and Jadon Sancho.
It is a bit of a fairy tale story for them both to be playing at home, at their home stadium. And two very different stories as well. Bellingham being a success at Madrid and Sancho having a bit of a topsy-turvy season.
Yeah, I think Bellingham has been absolutely sensational for Real Madrid this season. You've seen his involvements in the Los Blancos' triumph in the La Liga.
100%. I think he's been a breath of fresh air coming in straight in at the tender age of 21.
Yeah.
Supporting the front line, getting goals, vital goals, late goals. So, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Jadon Sancho has had as you mentioned, a topsy-turvy season so far. Of course, playing for Man United and now being loaned out to Borussia Dortmund, where he sees himself in the final.
I think it's what every football fan wants to see, someone flourishing, especially with the talent that Jadon Sancho has. I think we're just grateful to see him flourish in these big matches, in the semi-final and in the final now.
I'm glad you mentioned big matches because it was in the semi-final where we saw his prowess with the ball. It looks back to his usual best.
Yeah, I think you can't get close to him when he's at his best. He's making professional players look a little silly. I think 7 dribbles in the first half against PSG.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy indeed. In that fixture, of course, Dortmund kept a clean sheet, but it was also away from home that they kept a clean sheet as well. Back-to-back clean sheets going into this one.
I think that also impressed me a lot. I think to shut out that attack in terms of Mbappe and Asensio and these big boys that PSG have, I think they can take some pride going into this final, knowing that they kept a shutout against these good attackers.
Yeah, the same can't be said, although for Real Madrid, of course, they had to go the distance with Bayern Munich. It was, however, in the quarterfinal stage that they beat Man City, with many players and fans saying that could have been a final.
Yeah, I think we were treated to a titanic clash in the quarters, even in the semis when they played Bayern, but they still found a way. I think that's Madrid.
Yeah.
They find a way to win and an 18th final.
Yeah, one man who played his part in that was Toni Kroos. Of course, he is set to end his career with Real Madrid after this fixture. Your thoughts on his career so far?
Glittering career. I think 4-time Champions League winner, World Cup winner.
Yeah.
He also was in the team of the season for 3 seasons in a row when they won it 3 times in a row. That just goes to show the type of player Toni Kroos is.
Yeah. His opposite number in this one, Marco Reus as well, calling time in his career with Borussia Dortmund. Is he going to cap it off for the Champions League?
I think that would be the fairy tale story. I think if you would ask any fan, they would want Marco Reus to lift that Champions League, just because of the special bond he has with the fans. But I mean, it's going to be a tough game.
Let's look at the managerial head-to-head now. Edin Terzic, he's got a bit of a unproven quantity especially when you compare him to his opposite number, Carlo Ancelotti.
I mean, 5-time Champions League winner, so it's big shoes to fill, definitely. But he would want to let this occasion not pass him by. He would want to go there and take his Dortmund team to that Madrid team, 100%.
Yeah, it is a very different managerial style as well. You look at Carlo Ancelotti, lots of his current players say that he doesn't really coach them, but rather tells them, go and express yourself and enjoy the game.
Yeah, it's a relationalism. It allows the players to go and express themselves as much as they can. And when you have the world's best players, I mean, I think that allows them to go on the field and get the best out of themselves.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be one-way traffic in this one? Can you see Real Madrid really imposing themselves on this game?
I think in terms of possession, it might be. I think Dortmund will sit back and look to hit them on the counter.
Yeah.
But it might play into their hands. They have really good players that can hit you on the transition. Ademi is a really good player.
Yeah. There's also the Karim Adeyemi, of course. There's also the forward, Nico, I think Fulkrug.
Yeah.
He's been in sensational form for Borussia Dortmund this season.
He's got a good finish on him. Tall, lanky striker, but can move good, very good on the transition. So they have the ability to hurt this Real Madrid team.
Of course. Can you see this one maybe going down to penalties? Of course, you have seen how Real Madrid progress in the shootouts previously.
I think it would be a cagey game, especially in a final. So I wouldn't rule it out. I think if Dortmund go there and do the best of their ability and try to limit Madrid's chances, it could definitely go into extra time.
Yeah. Okay, with that being said, Nige, I'm going to need you to give me your prediction in this one.
Perennial winners, I'm going Real Madrid 2-0.
Yeah. Well, you've heard it right here from Nigel Naicker. He's calling a 2-0 win for Real Madrid. That being said, we're going to wait and see how that one plans out. I'm sure it's going to be a cracking game, Nigel.
Yeah, I think we're looking forward to it.
Okay. Well, from all of us in studio, until next weekend, cheers.
Cheers.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.